people, how are we doing? I am in such a good mood. It is Vlogmas day 21. Last night, as I said, I sat down at about 6. I didn't finish editing until about 11. And then I woke up this morning at 8 to watch my mum on BBC Breakfast, which was very exciting. I don't think I've seen mum on Breakfast before. Maybe I have. Not quite sure. But what happened was she went on to talk about all things Ocean at the End of the Lane. I then phoned her. We had a nice chat because it's her opening night tonight. And then I was like, well, I'm wide awake now. What do I do? So I made the decision to literally stay in bed until midday. It is currently, what is the time? It's 1:15. Later on, I'm off to see Best of Enemies at the Noel Coward where Dear Evan Hansen was. So it's the first time since Dear Evan Hansen's come off, gonna cry, but that I've been into that theatre. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I wanted to see it. Don't really know what it's about or anything, so we'll find out. But as you've just seen, I've been to Tesco's. I was going to make meatballs, rice, and Brussels sprouts in the air fryer because that's what everyone's talking about this Christmas. Don't know why I've got my jacket off one shoulder. Don't sell Brussels sprouts. Is there a Brussels sprout shortage? I asked one of the people there and he was like, no, we don't stock Brussels sprouts. Who doesn't stock Brussels sprouts at Christmas? That's like one of the biggest sellers of Christmas dinners. I'm going to cook the food now as I'm going to have some lunch and then go back upstairs, do some more work because I think I found out how to do voiceovers on TikTok now in my room without them sounding echoey because this house is echoey. Yep. But yeah. Let's get this meatball sandwich cooked because, yeah, didn't have rice, didn't have anything I needed in Tesco's. So we're making a meatball sub. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but it's not exactly what I wanted it to look like. It looks like a bit of a mess, but let's do the taste test and find out what it is like. I'm guessing it'll be a bit like a meatball marinara from Subway. That is my guess. Oh god, it's so hot. Okay. I can get on board with that. I feel like I should have got more cheese. These mushrooms I just did in the air fryer with no oil, anything. They've come out very well. And crispy kale. It's like ASMR, isn't it? If you want all of the recipes, the link will be down. No, they won't. None of these recipes are difficult. I don't think I've got one recipe that I do that I haven't already found online. None of them are homemade. This was slightly homemade, except it came with a jar of sauce for the meatballs, so I guess it's not really homemade at all. I'm giving this a solid 8.9 out of 10. I think I'm knocking the 1 point off just because of the look of it. It doesn't look too appetizing, like look at it. Let's see if I can get that in focus. It doesn't look like the most appetizing thing, but it is genuinely quite nice actually. So I've just had to race out the house because I was just at home editing my vlog that's going up tonight. I was like editing, taking real care about it, really like concentrating on it, doing a few emails along the way, answering a load of WhatsApps, being really, really productive. Looked at the time and it was 5:57. I had to leave at 6. And so I raced out and I'm now out at, what's the time now? 6:01. I am making good time to the tube, but yeah, I was just like reading a load of emails, like answering them, really thinking about how to answer them. They were really important emails regarding my career, and yeah, completely lost track of time. But I'm actually really excited for this show. As I said before, it will be the first time since going into that theatre that Dear Evan Hansen hasn't been there, which is a shame, but I guess Mum's been there, so it was the same sort of feeling when Dear Evan Hansen turned up that Mum's show wasn't there anymore. It'll be nice to see Alexi just before Christmas, and yeah, just to go on a nice night out to the theatre will be lovely because it's been one hell of a week and it's only Tuesday. Tuesday? Tuesday. I thought I'd talk about that show and end the vlog on my way home. It was a strange one. So James Graham has written so many amazing shows about real life things that have happened in history. I went into this not quite knowing what it was about, and it was about Buckley Jr. v Vidal on a set of TV kind of debates in different parts of the US at that time in the 60s, I want to say. Yeah, let's say 60s. Had Zachary Quinto in it. He was very good. But like, I find plays really hard if they're about a subject matter I don't know previously to the play. So like with this, it was a real life thing. And when I turned up, my mate Alexi was like, do you know anything about this show? And I was like, no. He's like, you're going to find it difficult to follow it because you don't know the backstory to it. It didn't really explain much of the backstory. As a show before Christmas, it wasn't very Christmassy. It hadn't sold very well, but I'm kind of putting that down to a lot of things. A lot of shows aren't selling very well. But yeah, today has just been one of those days. I cooked. I went to see a show. It wasn't the best show in the world, but I still appreciated it for what it was. I still went to see the show. It was a show that I genuinely was like, might see, might not see, who knows. I've got lunch tomorrow with Tommy, and then in the evening I've got something on. Oh, House Christmas. That's what we got. We've got House Christmas. So Ed, Queever and I are all going to just have a nice kind of roast, I guess. Thursday, I'm going down to see my mate David in Tonbridge. We're gonna go for a walk. And Friday, it's officially Christmas time because I go down to my grandma's, which will be fun. But I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much. Yeah, what is going on? Why can't I remember my ending to my vlogs? I say it every single day. Thank you for coming on these adventures, and I'll see you later.